All right, I'm waiting for those who are going to be joining me tonight. When you get here, if you could let me know that you're with me. All right, I see that there's at least two people in here. I would assume one of those is myself. If you could let me know if you could hear okay, I got my microphone. I just want to make sure that it's picking up my voice and that you're able to hear that. So if someone who's watching this, if you wouldn't mind commenting, you're able to hear me, perfect. Thanks, buddy. Um, just want to give a moment for people to join before we go into the giveaway. I want to make sure as many people possibly are seeing it. I was curious, how are you guys doing with fishing? Anyone out there catching any fish? It's good to see. Due to trying to keep live, unfortunately, I won't be able to comment until later on the live, but I do value you guys coming here. But yeah, I'm just curious. I went out fishing today and I caught a bunch of bass, maybe only about a pound. And I think the biggest one might have been 14 inches. Most of them were in the 10 to 12. But it was just good to catch some fish, knowing that winter is right around the corner. And when that finally sets in, at least here in northern Ohio, there's not going to be a whole lot of fishing at all. So I'm kind of excited to at least be getting out. I see, Mike, you caught some guy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Indian Lake. Hello. If you guys know one another, definitely connect in that way. And if you're not subscribed to one another, I would encourage you to do so. There's some great people that are part of my family, and I would definitely encourage you, if you're not part of one another's family, to subscribe to one another and grow your family as well. But I just want to give probably just about another few minutes, and then we're going to go into what's going on and how the rules will apply. Because as anything goes when it comes to this, I wish I knew how to do StreamYard. I still got to learn how to do that. So when it comes to the random condom or comment pickers, I'm going to be using my iPad, which will give me the opportunity to share that. And that's how I'll be able to share with everybody what's going on with the random condom comment picker. I got to watch. I keep wanting to say condom, and that's not the word I want to be saying, especially not on trying to do prizes and stuff like that. But anyone catching any bass out there? We've been fortunate that in this part of Ohio, we're having some nice warm days. I mean, today got up to, I think it was like 76 or something like that. And I actually probably should have put some sunblock on. I got a little bit of redness to my face, but that'll probably help today when I'm doing the live stream. But yeah, it was a real good day, and caught some pretty nice fish. So that really made me happy. I'm in right now in Canton, Ohio, and enjoying it. I used to be on the western side of Ohio, enjoying the great Miami River, which I love, absolutely love to fish. And so coming here, I had to learn to fish the Tusk and some of the other streams and that are up in this way. But yeah, the Great Miami River is just one beautiful place to fish. I've caught some of my biggest bass ever, smallmouth bass, out of there, and missed a few big pike in there as well. But it's really a great place to fish. Of course, the Tusk is really loaded with a lot of nice pike as well that you can catch. And just recently this year, because I moved to Canton, I was able to go back to my hometown area, which is near the neighborhood of Warren and Levittsburg and all of that, up in that area along the Mahoney River. There's definitely some beautiful fish in there. Smallmouth, you could catch walleye, you could catch a ton of rock bass, and there's even muskie in there. So it's really a great place to go fishing. But those are places that I enjoy going to. All right. Well, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I have that are going on. Columbus, I've not fished down in Columbus, but that would be cool to check Columbus out sometime and fish it. I've never fished the Ohio River, believe it or not. And everyone keeps telling me I need to at least go there one time. I've driven over it. I've just never had the privilege of fishing it to see how well I could do there. But some people say that it can be certain stretches of it have some really amazing fishing. Um, I've reached the 1,000 subscribers, which was one of the key things that I wanted to be able to do and achieve for the giveaway. Um, I've shared with everybody that there's basically 8 prizes, which means there will be 8 winners today who will be able to win one of the 8 prizes that I'll be offering. Um, of course, the key will be is that you comply with the official rules, and I just want to share those rules with you. I have it written down just to make sure. You must be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. You need to like the video. Of course, the one that I had that we were talking about that shares about the 1K. And as well, comment what you like about my channel. And then thirdly, you need to type in the word hashtag Rob _ BassMaster to enter into the giveaways. And you must be a resident, a citizen of either the United States and or Canada. Those were the basic rules that applied. The other thing that I shared with you is that once a person won, they would be automatically taken out of the other prizes. And then that way I give the best chance for 8 of my subscribers to have a chance to win, which is really what I'm trying to do, is to touch and bless as many of the people who are part of my family with a gift. The other thing that's important is I'm going to give 8 weeks, not 8 weeks. I'm going to give 2 weeks for people to claim the prize that they win. That way, if I go a period of time and I don't hear from somebody after 2 weeks, I will take that prize and then I will use it and offer it in another giveaway so that basically someone will have it. Eventually, one of my subscribers, one of my supporters are going to get that prize. I just don't want to have it where it's lingering and it's waiting for someone to watch. I shared with everybody what would be coming on. I gave an updated video to let people know of today, the day that it was going to come. And I figure within 2 weeks should give people enough time to respond and message me. The message you need to send me and the email address is myjob2lead@aol.com. That's my job, JOB, number 2, lead, LEAD, at AOL.com. And I have that written in the description, so you could go on there and see. But please do make sure, and I'll make sure that when I'm done with this, that I include it as well. But if you put that in there, a message to me, just letting me know your name and your address and that kind of stuff, and what channel you're with, I'll be able to know how to reach and make sure that I'll be able to send it, because I'm going to need to know your address and that stuff so that these prizes can be sent. So I just want to share that with everybody. I hope that's an easy way. The only one that would see your address will be myself through my email. And then I would be able to take those emails and make sure that I send those gifts to you as soon as I'm able to get that to the post office and get them packaged for you. So that just shares with you a little bit about how that's going to flow. I figure the 2-week timetable, it gives enough time for people to, if they didn't catch it today, to be able to get it within the next 2 weeks. And if they get it into the next 2 weeks and they catch up and they find it, and if you know somebody and they happen to be a winner, make sure you tell them, hey, you might want to go check out Rob's latest video, because, his latest live video, because you're a winner on there and you want to make sure you get in there to claim your prize. So please pass on the word if you happen to know someone that you're also a subscriber with, part of your family. Let them know that the thing is there. If not, after 2 weeks, if I hear nothing about that prize and that winner that has been chosen and selected, I will then take that gift and then I will use it in another one of my videos. And it'll be part of a giveaway that I will give, so that eventually all 8 of these gifts will go to one of my YouTube subscribers. So that just kind of sets the ground rules of what's going on and how all of this is going to flow. So with that, I would like to begin. This is only the third time that I've ever done one of these, so I want to make sure that I get it right. Believe it or not, as a minister, I preach all the time, but these kind of things, for whatever reason, make me nervous. I'm a little bit scared by the thing, but make sure you give a thumbs up. You see right there, someone had given that to me, hey, told me I did a great job. Here's a thumbs up. I just want to let you know, guys, you guys are great. You're part of my family, and I really appreciate your support. And I just want you to know that if I could give you a thumbs up on your channel, and I do when I watch your videos, I would certainly do. But also make sure you give me a thumbs up so that I can see who's with me and that kind of thing. And make sure you continue to do as you're doing, leaving a comment. But what we're going to do is we're going to start right away with the first of the prizes that's going to be given. And the first of the prize is this Whopper Plopper 130. Whopper Plopper 130. It is a beautiful yellow. You can see it right there. That should get some fish, especially if you fish big bodies of water. That's going to really be a nice one to have in your arsenal to be able to go out and fish with. But yeah, it's the Whopper Plopper 130, and it's sure to catch you something really nice. It's referred to as the 14 bone. So this is the first one that's going to be given, and I'm going to grab the random comment picker, and I believe I got everything settled here. I got 71 people who have put in the hashtag Rob _ BassMaster, and I have it set up in the comments or in the description that once a person wins, they're removed from the rest of the drawing, and that way it will ensure that everyone will have a chance to win at least once in the subscriber thing. So there's 71 people who are in this giveaway who will have a chance. And let me get back to the random condom or comment picker. Where is it? There we go. And I'm going to let you see it as much. I hope it comes through. Got to make sure I can put my finger on it. Well, I'll have to read that for you. The first person who won is FlyGuy CruWear. FlyGuy CruWear. And his words are, and I'm going to check because remember, he has to not only put the hashtag Robert _ BassMaster, but he also needs to make the comment. And his comment is, congratulations on the big numbers with the subscriber count. My favorite part is experiencing sharing on your channel. You have documented it all on video, and that is great. So we got right there. I'm going to write down his information. FlyGuy CruWear, and I will definitely go on with that. And we'll check on that. So FlyGuy, make sure you reach out to me within the next 2 weeks so that I can make sure that you get this sent to you, making sure you send it to the word my, then job, J-O-B, number 2, lead, L-E-A-D, at AOL.com, and send me your address and just let me know who you are. So for prize 1, basically FlyGuy CruWear has won this gift of a Whopper Plopper 130. So that's wonderful. All right. So with that, we're going to move on to the second prize that I have. And this is one has me a little, was actually kind of had me tempted because this is the time of the year that this, and you're going to get the whole tackle box. It all comes with it, logo and everything with it. But this is the time of the year that this tackle box is what I'm turning to all the time. It's the one that I use. It's the one that I need. It's the one that gets me fish. Um, and I just want to show you what I have. In fact, where I went fishing today, I used what was in this tackle box. The first thing that you will see is I have jig heads right there. And those jig heads are exactly what I used this afternoon when I was fishing. I use the jig heads primarily for right here, the Berkeley Gulp Minnow. The Berkeley Gulp Minnow. I am a loyal fan and customer of this Berkeley Gulp Minnow. It catches fish. This is an amazing bait, and it's one that you definitely, if you don't have it in your arsenal, I would pick that up. My favorite one is 3 inches to 4 inches. I find that when I'm going for crappie and sawguy, typically the crappie prefer the 3-inch, whereas the sawguy prefer the 4-inch, as well as the smallmouth bass do, as well as the walleye. So that's one of the things that I try to do. The other thing I like using, especially if I need to do some hunting, because the one thing about the Berkeley Gulp that's not fun is it often hits the bottom. It often drags whatever's on the bottom. You can get snagged. You could get a lot of weed and other kinds of stuff on it. This here is what I like to use when I'm hunting for fish. And that means I'm throwing it out there. I'm letting it come back in. I'm working it because this stuff works really well. And this is what it's 2.75 inch bass teaser. It's a 10-pack. But this right here, and I use these jigs. It's more like a bullet type jig head. Right on there, slide these on, and I'm telling you, the bass, I've had crappie hit on it. I don't know what it is. My particular one is Snowflake. If you look right there, that's the color I prefer to use, and I've caught it everywhere I've gone. The other thing, even though these are generally used for spring, these are the Z-Man P&J Med Rig. Believe it or not, I'm catching fish on this right now. And for that, I use, obviously, the jig heads there that go with that. So that will be part of the prize. And when I'm using the Berkeley Gulp Minnow, I will often sometimes use this if I need a little bit extra weight. But in particularly, and I have 2 of them here, these are the K&E trout worm, and that's what I use these for in particularly. These will catch when nothing else is biting. I will get crappie, I will get bass, I've even caught pike on these, but oftentimes it is a panfish magnet. Any fish that's small in creeks or whatever, this is what I will use when nothing else is working. When I can't get them to bite on any of the stuff I showed you, often I throw these and I will catch fish, especially in the spring. In the spring, this is like the perfect size that a lot of those fish are looking for. So this is what the first tackle kit is about. All of this together comes to a value of $20 or $40. So this will be given to someone, this kit right here with all of this stuff being sent to you. This is something that, for me, if I had nothing else in my tackle box, this is what I would want to have to guarantee that I'm going to catch fish. So it gives me an opportunity to pick another winner. And so I'm going to come over here and hit it again. And it's going through. All right, I can't see that. Let me see. All right, the winner of this is, where's my thing? It is Larry Travis. Larry Travis. And hopefully you could see that right there, Larry Travis. And Larry Travis shares, congratulations on making 1K subscribers. Subscribe because I like the fishing videos you made and looking for more. So basically, Larry Travis, you're going to be the winner of the tackle box. So please make sure you send me your message where you live so that I would be able to send you this amazing gift tackle box. So you want to make sure that you check in with that and let me know. Remember, you have 2 weeks to let me know so that I can get that to you. Moving on to, let me see, what's the next one? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, here's a good one we're going to do. I'm going to take a break. Got to get some water in me. Don't want to lose my voice. Next thing we're going to do is the $25 Bass Pro Shop gift card. That's the next one that we're going to do. And of course, that's simple, very easy. Most of us at this time, we're probably needing to spend a little bit of money to replace some of the arsenal that we might have lost in our tackle box. And or if you have another sport that you're particularly interested in, this will give you the opportunity to do that. And or just buy some nice gear that maybe you would like. So let's go in there. This is prize number 3. We're going to once again do a random comment picker, and let's see who wins this one. I just got to make sure I hit the right button. All right. Let's see there. Who do we got? Real Phil Fishing. All right. My good buddy Jared there. All right. So, all right. Jared shares with me at Rob _ Rob BassMaster. What a generous giveaway. This is amazing. Congratulations on almost hitting 1K, and you are almost there. It will be soon. The thing I like most about your videos is when you kayak and wade for smallies. Always a good time. Wow. Thanks, buddy. All right. Let me write that down. Make sure I got that for you. So please make sure you let me know. Send me your address so that I can get it to you. Make sure you send it to myjobtolead@AOL. I have that attached in the video. You should be able to see that in order to make sure that you get it. In fact, I'm going to put it in here just to make sure that everyone has it. Just make, whoops. Would be help if I put it in the thing. All right. There we go. I just sent it in there. So if you need to know where the address is, send that to me through that, and that's through AOL, and then leave me your address. That will enable me to know. And when you do that, just tell me what prize you want. I'm going to know because I have it here, but let me know your channel. But Jared, you won this, and this will be coming to you. So please make sure you claim that. And we'll put that over here. All right. At this point, we're going to move on to the next of the prizes. And for the next of the prizes, I have for my saltwater friends, 2 saltwater shrimp. These are ones that you tie to, it's already weighted, so you don't need to have weight with it. You can put it if you want it to go even deeper. But all you do is you put it and attach it to your leader. It drops down, and you could attach real bait to it if you want, for the effect of. But by putting these in, you could see what they look like. Those will drop down and they will catch fish. It's weird. They have these hooks that are like 7 or 8 of them per little tail section, but it creates a wonderful thing. They have feathers on them that you can see right there. And when they go into the water, they will suspend if there's a current, basically keeping this distance. And when you drop them, they do this because the weight is in the front part. So I actually said this way, they will drop like this within the water current. But basically, if you like mangrove and all those other kinds of saltwater fish, these are the kind of things that they look for. If you go fishing, I just started doing saltwater fishing recently, and I found shrimp is the key. The fish love shrimp, and the more you can throw it out there, the better you're going to do. The problem with shrimp, you're barely able to get one or two fish on it before they disappear. So these are the kind of things that if you could take these, you won't need to be replacing it constantly. What most people will do is put a little bit of shrimp or some kind of smell on the back of these, and then that's what they're able to do. But there's two of them there, and these will be going to these will be going to a lucky subscriber. And so I'm going to go to the random comment picker again and just make sure I hit it. All right, it's going through and I'm waiting. All right, I see it there. And it is Home Workout Health Hub. Home Workout Health Hub. So if that's your channel, please make sure you reach out to me. Please make sure you let me know. What they shared with me was, I am new here and I am so thankful that I found you. Love the fact that you are leaving a legacy for your family. I enjoy Mark 1:17:2. You are truly an inspiration to so many people. Fishing with my dad was a fun time growing up, and I like that you not only focus on fishing, but faith in God as well. Your hoodie looks awesome. The color is beautiful. Have a blessed day, Valerie. Well, thank you so much. And then, of course, she put the hashtag and all that in there. But thank you so much, Home Workout Health Hub. Please make sure you reach out. I have up here, you could see where I asked you to send it to myjobtolead@aol.com. So please make sure you send that to me so that I can make sure that I get that. I will put those there. Let me see, where am I at now? Oh, okay. We're going to do my buddy right now. This is Matt Schwartz. I think Schmaltz. I think it's Matt Schmaltz. He custom built for me lures, and I can't find the footage, but here's the ones I want to share with you. He built me this one here. It looks like a frog, and the way that he built the mouth, it gives not only a plop, but it makes a spit. And so every time that you're putting this through the water and it's plopping, it's not just giving you a plop, but it spits. And then in a strange way, the lure will take a slight pop back. I don't know if it's the force of the water, but it's like it goes plop and it splashes and makes like a spit. And then once it makes the spit, I don't know if it's the push back or whatever, but it makes it like a little, it's just very micro, but it's like a quarter of an inch, a little pop back, so that each time it goes, it's like it's moving forward a bit, then it's like it's pausing, it's going back. I can't explain the way that it works, but it's something in the way that he made the mouth. And it might be because it's so V'd. If you look at that mouth right there, it may be because of that and how low it goes, the mouth, to the rest of the under part of its body. But it's like, if this is like a shovel, it's catching a bunch of water and it's like putting it and spitting it out over this part as it's plopping and making a spit. And then it's kind of like doing a little nudge back. And I'm telling you, the fish love this. They love it. And so I'm catching fish with this, but I can't find my footage. I wanted to show it, but I will be going to Florida. So if I don't get the footage out there when I go to Florida in February, I can promise you I will have some live streaming that I'll do, because now that I'm at 1,000 subscribers, I can actually do some live footage. Well, that's one of the ones he made me. And of course, I asked him if he would make it for me for stream fishing, because I particularly fish for smallmouth and other kinds of things like that. Well, here's another beautiful one that he made me. I haven't had a chance to use this one yet, but just look at the beauty of that. And then what he does is he signs each of his lures right there, and he puts the year that he made them. I mean, they're just they're phenomenal. I mean, the work, the eyes, so realistic. I mean, this is just beautiful. And here's the last one that he made me. And I haven't tried this one yet either, but if you look at that mouth, it's somewhat similar. It doesn't go down as deep as the other one, but this one I think is going to be a deadly one. I love that like tiger perch like colors. And look at that bottom with the red belly. The fish are going to love the profile of that. I can't wait to use that. And I'm sure when I'm in Florida, I'm going to have plenty of fish biting on that. But this is the lure that he made for me to give away to one of my subscribers. And look at that chug. I mean, that is going to make some serious plop. And it's built very well, has beautiful underbelly. Right there, you can see his name and the date that he made it. And this past, this current year. But yes, that's just a beautiful lure, beautiful color. So this is the lure that someone's going to have an opportunity to win this particular one here from my good friend Matt, who created and built this lure for me to give away to one of my lucky subscribers. So with that said, let's see who's going to win this. We're going to do another random comment picker. So let's see. All right, it's going through. All right, I see somebody on there. Let's take a look. This is Shiraz. I think I'm saying it right. Shiraz Marcel. Shiraz Marcel. His or her words to me was, "Thank you for this offering, Rob. I love you sharing the love of God in your videos. That is a bonus." And then he left the comment, hashtag Rob_BassMaster. So I hope I'm saying that right. It's spelled Shiraz and then Marcel, Marcel. So please make sure you reach out to me and let me know. I will be waiting to hear from you. And as I've shared with everybody, it's a 2-week wait for me to hear from you. If I don't hear from you, then whatever has not been claimed, I will then put it back up for another video giveaway for somebody else to be able to claim. But right there, you can see that beautiful lure. And Shiraz, please make sure that you reach out and claim it. That was really tough for me because when I had that, I wanted to use it just to field test it to see how well it would work. But I just felt like, well, it's not something for me to do. I don't like when someone uses my lures, so I don't want to use their lures. So I'm going to give an opportunity for whoever uses that. It'll be the first time and it'll be for them to use. So that is just a beautiful custom lure. I would encourage you to reach out if you would like to Matt to build. Let me see. You can find him on Instagram. We'll put it right there. You can find him on Instagram, and you can find him at SCHMATTZ _custom CUSTOM _lures LURES. So if you reach out to Matt, I am certain he would be happy to possibly work with you and give you some custom lures that maybe you like, maybe colors, patterns, that kind of stuff. But he does a fabulous job. And he'll even show you the steps, the process by which he's going through as he makes those for you. And they're very reasonable. They're worthwhile to do. So that leads to one of my prized possessions. And that is one of my hoodies or t-shirt. And I'm wearing the t-shirt here. They're made out of good quality material. They last very long. I've had this stuff for over 2 years, and it's still wearing well. I've still had no problems with it. Ordered other stuff, still using in it and stuff like this. Gray tends to be the color of my channel, which I really like, the gray and the black. But the hoodies, you can see here, it has the hoodie and, of course, little pockets, right in here, which everyone likes. But they're very comfortable, and they don't fall apart. I mean, it's just amazing. And even the lettering and all the stuff in there, I mean, this is not fading. This is good quality stuff. And they cost a little bit more money, but I did that because I wanted something that lasts and not something that would be falling apart so quickly. So the next giveaway, or the next prize to be given away, is going to be one of my apparel, either the t-shirt, and you can let me know if you want a t-shirt. Let me know your size and the color preference that you have. Maybe give me 1 or 2 color preferences, because sometimes the black, which I think is the best color for my logo and all that stuff to be on it, sometimes the color, if it's with it, will not match up very well. So you want to try to pick a color that's going to blend in, well with the black, which typically goes with almost everything. But like if you got brown, if you got black or something like that, it wouldn't be, it'd have to go to white or something like that for it to come through, which is possible, but generally it's been in black. But this is what's going to be given away next, will be one of the hoodies and or t-shirt, your choice. Just let me know which one you would like, and let me know basically what size, sex, and if you prefer a hoodie or t-shirt with that. So let's see. Yep, we got to do a random comment picker. So let's push that there. All right. So this is for the hoodie or t-shirt. All right. I see right there a logo. Let's see what it is. The logo person is Moni Gear. Moni Gear. M-O-N-I Gear. All right. And their comment is, appreciate the awesome giveaway. I am new to fishing scene. I would be nice to have a virtual mentor like you to pass on some of the learning on how I could be a better fisherman. And then he put hashtag Rob_BassMaster. So Monty, I'm going to put it up there for you to see. Hopefully that could be read better there. I want to make sure that you see that. If that is you, make sure you reach out and let me know. There's only 2 more prizes to be given away. So if you just won that apparel, make sure you let me know if you need male or female. Let me know if you need what your color preference will be. Make sure you give me 2 color choices so that I can work with you on that, just in case one is not as available, or maybe on back order or whatever, so that I can get this to you as soon as possible. And then let me know if you want a hoodie or t-shirt. And both are good. I have both. So, but there are times where I'd rather be in the t-shirt like it is today, because it's a hotter, warmer day. But in the cool evenings, it's kind of nice to have that if you're out by a campfire or whatever, that kind of thing. So there's 2 more prizes to be given. And the next prize to be given is going to be another $25 Bass Pro gift card, a $25 Bass Pro gift card. And so we're going to be doing the drawing to see who will get this next one. We already have one of them given away. So who's going to get the next one? I'm going to push the random comment picker and put that out there. All right. I can't see that right now, but you can see it. Let's see who it is. It is Sal Anderson. Sal Anderson says, I am always on the lookout on improving my fishing game. I learned quite a bit by watching your channel And that is what I like about your channel. Hashtag Rob_BassMaster. All right. Thank you so much for that, Sal. Make sure you reach out to me and make sure you let me know within 2 weeks so that I can make sure that you get that gift. That leaves only one other gift to be given away. And I saved it for last because this is probably my favorite of all the things that I have. I mean, I would say probably my apparel is also very important to me. But this is the one because if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love topwater fishing. And that's what this particular tackle box is all about. It's topwater fishing, my favorite way of fishing. And so put that over there. Let's see, this particular box, tackle box here, is basically almost a $50 box, tackle box. I was initially going to put just one Whopper plopper in the tackle box. I was trying to think, do I put 60 because I use 60 a lot, or do I do the 75? And because I like 75 for the bigger rivers and streams that I fish, the ones where it's a little bit easier to work and it's a wider river and it has much more action and opportunity, this is one that I really enjoy using. But I have found in those small streams, particularly when I'm fishing in Canton often with, this 60 is perfect. In fact, today on my fishing trip on that pond, it was a private pond that I fished, I caught on that pond, I caught a bass on one of these. Believe it or not, a topwater fish was willing to hit because I threw this near the shore where I saw fish hanging out, and I worked it and I paused it and jerked it and let it pause and kind of rested back and forth. And while I was doing that, a nice bass came up and hit it. So I'm going to be giving two, and not just one, but two Whopper ploppers, probably one of my favorite topwater lures. The 75, and it's in the color pattern that I prefer, the perch. I am loyal and faithful to the perch color. In fact, the first Whopper plopper I got the perch, and I used it so much, believe it or not, that the back tail wore off. Not because the fish alone, but because I wore it by hitting things and stuff. I wasn't trying to do it intentionally, but it would number of times I'd be throwing it as hard as I could, hitting the rock or wherever it was, and that fish would come up and get it. And just little by little, I wore the tail to the point where the tail would not propel and do what it needed to do. So there's going to be those two lures that are going to be available, the Whopper ploppers. The other thing is, and when I'm up in Pennsylvania and I'm fishing the Allegheny River, right here is what I love using, an Arbogast jitterbug, And these things, it's the I believe it's 3 inches. These are the ones that just catch fish like crazy. I don't know what they have about them because it's not a fancy lure. It's a very simple lure, but this lure can catch fish. There are times when I'm out there that nothing on that river will take anything that I'm throwing at it. But boy, I throw this lure right here and I'm catching some nice smallmouth bass. I've caught a load of pike off of one of these as well. In fact, the biggest muskie I ever caught that was 48 inches, I caught using one of these, a jitterbug. So this is a lure that I have a lot of faith in. And it's one that I enjoy using. So you would be able to get not just the 2 Whopper ploppers, but you will be also getting a topwater jitterbug as one of the other lures. Now, there's one lure that I find to be exceptionally effective in fishing. I am loyal to my Whopper plopper. It catches me many fish, a lot of fish, and some nice fish. I'm loyal to my jitterbug because the jitterbug produces and gives me great fishing. But I found the jitterbug is often limited as to what places it works best. But here is a lure that I have found that no matter where I go, I have not found a water that this cannot catch fish. I have not found a water that this cannot catch fish. The Rebel Popper R. My favorite one is the red eye perch. The red eye perch. This lure will catch fish. It's the one lure that just gives me the greatest experience of when I'm fishing. And this is the lure that if you watch my, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 videos back, if you watch mine, this is a lure that got stuck in my knuckle when I was fishing. And when I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, well, we're going to have to cut that out. I said to him, don't hurt the lure. Even over my finger, I said, don't hurt my lure. If you got to cut the, the hook off, that part of it, I'm fine, but save the lure. And I told him what he needed to do to save the lure. And the doctor was able to save the lure because it was my favorite lure. In fact, that lure that he saved, I just need to put new hooks on it. But that lure that he saved is the one that caught me my 12-pound bass in Florida. And you could go back and see my video where I catch that fish. It was a beast, and I caught it on this lure, not this particular one, but this type and color of a lure. This one here. That fish was a monster, and it was unbelievable that I caught that fish. And if you go back and look at that video, you will see it. It was a beast. It was a toad, and I didn't have a thing to measure it the way that I wanted to measure it. I couldn't weigh it. But here's the good news. My wife and I are going to go back on vacation this coming February. We're going back to that lake. We're going back to that place where I caught that monster. And I'm going to be on the lookout for that beast because I know he's in there. It's also the same place where I caught my first bowfin, and it was mammoth. And I didn't even know what this thing was. I knew that I caught this crazy big fish that was not ugly. It was a beautiful fish, but it was scary in the way that it looked. And I remember I'm like, does it have teeth? Does it have teeth? And I went to go reach down, not necessarily put my finger in her mouth, but to try to pull the line a little bit closer so I could see if it did have teeth. And all of a sudden I saw those teeth and I was like, oh, I don't want to put my finger in there. I don't want to put my finger in there. And of course, I didn't have a net. So I had to literally pick this thing up, put it with my finger going in its gill, trying to get it. And as I'm trying to take it off with the pliers, the thing goes into a frantic, spasm. And I'm like, shocked look. And when you watch the thing, I slow it down. When that thing did whatever it did, it popped loose away from the lure. The lure didn't get lost, but I don't know how I didn't get hooked in the hand by this fish, because the way it was flopping around, it must have been God that kept me from getting hooked, and spared me from that. But that lake is where I'm going back to. And the reason I say that is you're going to see me using this lure again. You're going to see me using this lure. I caught those 2 big fish, one after the other, all in the morning on the last day where I almost did not go fishing. And I caught those fish with this lure. So I'm going back there. In fact, I'm putting hooks back on that lure that I used the last time I went to see if I could catch those fish again, because I know they love that. And that whole week, I was catching them right and left. You could go back and watch those videos. It's my Florida series where I went back to fish. I think it was a lake, private lake, owned by the residents who live around it. And I want to say it's Saddleback Lake, but just a phenomenal place to go. And the last of the topwater lures, just to round it up to bring it where it needs to be, I have an Ozark 1 4-ounce popper right there. Just basically, it looks very similar to the Rebel popper that I put in there with the razor sharp hooks to make sure that you could catch your fish pretty easy. So you will be getting all 5 of those lures to basically be able to go fishing and catch yourself some real nice fish on Topwater. So that's my Topwater package that someone will be winning. So let's go and pick. This is the last prize of the evening that'll be given. I appreciate you guys hanging on with me all this time, but let's see what comes up. All right, I see something there. Let me show. It is Do Not Tech. That's a interesting channel name. Do Not Tech. So Do Not Tech, he comments, keep them up. Oh, keep them upload coming, bro. I can always learn a thing or two from you. That is the one thing I like about your channel. Hashtag Rob_BassMaster. So make sure you reach out to me. Those of you I sent up above where you need to give me your email or give me your mailing address, sending it to my email at Rob. Send it to me at myjobtolead@aol.com. So make sure you do that. If I do not hear from you, I will put that list of the winners on here so that people could see that. Yes, I will do that afterwards. I'll add it in there. But if I don't hear from you in 2 weeks, I will then take these prizes and I will offer them again to whoever did not claim their prizes, giving a chance to those who did not do it, removing those people who did not claim their prizes from being able to win the next time. I do know that I tried my best to try to make sure that everybody who applied was someone who was a legitimate person who was not sending in names in order to try to increase or give a chance for themselves to win. So I want to do my best to try to do that. I will also be looking to make sure that as part of the subscriber thing is that you are a subscriber to my channel. I will be searching and making sure that that is true. I will also be making sure that you have liked and commented on the video, sharing with me what you liked. I believe I didn't have a problem with seeing that with everybody who did it. Make sure you use the hashtag Rob_BassMaster. Everyone that I had on that channel did have that as reflected. So the big thing is that you live in the United States and or Canada and that you are a subscriber to the channel. And I will be able to see and determine that basically as I do get the information from everybody. So please, thank you for everybody who has subscribed and part of my channel. I appreciate everything that you guys do. You mean a world to me. I enjoy watching your stuff and being part of your channel and supporting that. If anyone has a remedy or a way in which you can watch all the videos, because I know myself, I get inundated with all these new uploads that come through and sometimes trying to go through them. And I don't know what it is about YouTube, but sometimes it will alert me to somebody's upload. And other times it's like, it's not there. And I only stumble upon it because I'm going through and it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so just did this video. So if anyone has a clue on how that works, please let me know, because I would love to be able to connect with those who are my truest subscribers, the ones who are supporting me the most, to make sure that I am indeed watching your videos and supporting you and your channel as well. So I just thank you guys all for everything that you guys do and your great support. But if you have won, make sure you let me know, and I will make sure that I get those prizes to you as soon as possible. Everybody take care and have a great evening.